every year I do this the day before the NFL draft. First time, though, I'm doing it on this show live on television from an NFL draft. I'm so excited. This is the first time in my entire existence that I'm doing 2 shows at an NFL draft. I could not be more excited as a TV host doing this show today on Thursday and Friday live from Detroit, and then Thursday night I'll be starting gavel to gavel coverage, which is what it's called when you do pick one to pick last as a host, even though there is no gavel at an NFL draft.
Can we get you a gavel? Like, seriously.
It's possible. Yeah.
Amazon delivers.
And when Roger Goodell steps up to put the Bears on the clock, who the hell put this gavel here? So I'm very excited, as this is kind of a milestone for all of us here, for this show, for the Roku channel, and then obviously for me professionally and personally with the NFL Network. That said, it is time for my one and only mock draft. It is my Come At Me mock draft presented by Total by Verizon.
Let's go.
Here we go.
All right.
Now then.
What do you got? What do you got, Rich?
Here we go. Starting at the first overall pick, I'm going
McCarthy.
No. I'm going out on a very, very long limb and saying the Chicago Bears to kick off this National Football League draft. They are redrafting Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on.
No.
Chicago will burn.
It's
down.
Caleb Williams. We all know it's going to be
that.
Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is first overall. And then now we'll go to the second overall pick. I heard this at the Combine, and despite all the craziness I heard over the weekend, and it's still even out there that Jaden Daniels, if he had his druthers, if he preferred to land somewhere in the NFL draft, he would like to go to Las Vegas because Antonio Pierce and he have a history from Arizona State days, or Minnesota because of Kevin O'Connell's greatness as a coach and coaching quarterbacks. But as we all know, there are no druthers. You may not have your druthers in an NFL draft if you're a draftee. So Jaden Daniels is going to go to the Washington Commanders. I heard it at the Combine, and it's going to happen here on Thursday night in Detroit. Jaden Daniels is going to be your quarterback of the Washington Commanders. Now, number 3 on the clock, the New England Patriots. They're taking offers, they're listening, but Jonathan Kraft is reported to be very involved in this draft decision, in the draft room, in all these conversations. And if that's not the first indication that Bill Belichick's on the set with Pat McAfee instead of the Patriots draft room, don't go looking any further. That's a great indication that Belichick's no longer in a draft room. But I think he's involved in this to make sure at the end of the day that if they trade this draft choice and don't take a quarterback, they're getting a mint. I think they're not getting a mint. I think they're sticking and picking, and Drake May is going to be your quarterback, Chris Brockman, third overall pick.
Rock and roll.
4th overall pick. This is where things can begin to, if you will, rock and roll. Trades galore. But the fact that Drake May is gone means the Minnesota Vikings are not trading all the way up to 4. Plus, the Arizona Cardinals have 11 draft choices. How many draft choice yachts can they water ski behind? Certainly when they have a, if you will, Maserati in Marv sitting there at the 4th overall pick to stick out there on the field for their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be an Arizona Cardinal. Now, with Marvin gone, and with the 3 quarterbacks gone, this whole talk that the Los Angeles Chargers might take a quarterback, are you telling me that there's some sort of draft odds that's going on right now, Chris?
You can bet on everything on the NFL draft, right? A couple days ago, the Chargers' odds to take a quarterback with their first pick were 100 to 1. Then all of a sudden they were mysteriously 15 to 1.
Right.
That's interesting. As of right now, 6 to 1 the Chargers draft a quarterback with their first pick.
Let me tell you something. This is my 21st NFL draft I'm associated with the NFL Network, 18th being here in person. That is the dumbest thing I've heard involving any draft, that Jim Harbaugh is going to take this job and trade away Justin Herbert and take a cap hit that's probably equal to the amount of money that Terry Benedict has in one of these casinos here in town.
There's literally a vault right
I'm
through the wall over there.
Get out of here with this nonsense. I think the Chargers are going to trade this pick once this circumstances hit. And everybody's putting Joe Alt in Los Angeles. I think Joe Alt is a left tackle. They're not going to stick him in with Rashawn Slater's spot and move him the right tackle. I think they trade out. I think this is where the Vikings make their move for J.J. McCarthy. And I'm just saying this just because I think there's going to be some sort of a draft trade on Thursday night, although I'm hearing a lot that there may just be a lot of sticking and picking. So I'm going J.J. McCarthy here. Chargers move out, Vikings move in, and then when McCarthy's gone, the Giants have a choice at their wide receiver. I'm going with Rome Odunze at 6th overall. And then you've got the Titans on the board at 7. This is their dream scenario. They want Joe Alt. They're going to draft Joe Alt, 7th overall. And then 8th overall, you've got the Atlanta Falcons. I think this is as Sharpie as you can get. Dallas Turner for a defensive pick. They're going to Atlanta, 8th overall. Then 9th overall with Malik Neighbors sitting there. Instead of the Bears going and getting him, I'm going to say there's one more trade. It's the Colts, and you could even put Jacksonville up there, too.
Ooh,
I'm going to say one of those two teams moves up from Malik Neighbors at 9, and then at 10, just for me, because this is going to have to happen, New York Jets. Brock Bowers, give him to Aaron Rodgers and rip the freaking knob off, will you please? That's what I want. I mean, I'd get it. But that's my mock draft. Come at me.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.